You've been told the sun is the only thing that controls our fate. But look up, because a gas giant 1,300 times the size of Earth just grabbed us, and it's never letting go. If you see Jupiter growing larger in the night sky, don't bother packing your bags. You're already dead. Jupiter is the vacuum cleaner of our solar system, usually protecting us from stray asteroids. But today, the protector becomes the predator. In this video, we are tracking the terrifying minute-by-minute journey of Earth as it is ripped from its orbit and dragged into the crushing embrace of the King of Planets. From the moment our tides turn into 3,000-foot walls of water to the final second we vanish into the Great Red Spot. This is the scientific reality of Earth's final fall. Why is the sky turning a haunting shade of pink, and what happens to the human body when gravity starts pulling from two different directions? Let's find out. Imagine a normal Tuesday. You're drinking coffee, looking at the horizon. Suddenly, the moon looks wrong. It's moving faster. This is day one of the orbital decay. For Earth to fall into Jupiter, a massive gravitational anomaly, perhaps a passing rogue star, has nudged us out of our stable 93 million mile orbit gap from the Sun. We are now spiraling outward. As we cross the asteroid belt, the first thing you notice isn't the cold, it's the sky. Jupiter, which used to be a tiny white dot, is now a bright marble-sized orb, visible even during the day. But beneath your feet, the Earth is screaming. Jupiter's gravitational pull is 1 trillion times stronger than the Moon's. We call this tidal stress. On a normal day, the Moon pulls our oceans by a few meters. But as we enter Jupiter's neighborhood, the king begins to stretch the Earth. The crust begins to crack. Earthquakes that don't stop for hours become the new normal. Every dormant volcano on the Ring of Fire, they just woke up. As we move further from the Sun toward Jupiter, we hit a massive problem. The Goldilocks zone is gone. The temperature on Earth drops to minus 100 degrees Celsius. The oceans begin to freeze from the top down, but strangely, the bottom of the ocean is boiling because the friction of Jupiter pulling on Earth's core is melting the planet from the inside out. But there's a deadlier invisible killer, Jupiter's magnetosphere. Jupiter is surrounded by the most lethal radiation field in the solar system. Millions of miles before we even touch the atmosphere, Earth is blasted by high-energy electrons. Every satellite in orbit fries instantly. The internet? Gone. GPS? Dead. The beautiful northern lights? They now cover the entire planet, glowing a toxic neon green so bright you can see it through your eyelids. We are now closer than any planet has ever been. We pass the orbit of Callisto and Ganymede. To someone standing on Earth, Jupiter now fills 50% of the sky. It is a terrifying wall of swirling orange, tan, and red clouds. Now, the Roche limit comes into play. This is the scientific point of no return. Because Jupiter is so massive, the gravity pulling on the front side of Earth facing Jupiter is significantly stronger than the gravity pulling on the backside. Earth is no longer a sphere. Our planet is being stretched into the shape of an egg. The sound is the worst part, a constant, low-frequency planetary groan as the tectonic plates are pulverized into dust. You don't feel weightless. You feel heavy in a way that makes your bones ache. This is the moment. Earth hits the upper atmosphere of Jupiter. There is no thud. Earth is moving at over 60 kilometers per second. As we hit the hydrogen-rich clouds, the friction turns the entire sky into a furnace. The atmosphere of Earth is stripped away in seconds, sucked into Jupiter like a vacuum. Without air pressure, the boiling point of water drops instantly. The blood of every living creature begins to boil while they are still alive. Then, Earth enters the Great Red Spot, a storm 3 times the size of our entire planet. We are battered by winds of 400 miles per hour, but that's nothing compared to the pressure. As we sink deeper, the gaseous hydrogen becomes so dense it turns into a liquid metal. Earth, our entire world of mountains, history, and cities, is crushed into a molten ball of scrap metal smaller than a city, before being dissolved completely into Jupiter's core. The king of planets has finished its meal. Earth is no longer a planet. It is just a layer of dust in Jupiter's endless clouds. If Earth fell into Jupiter, there would be no explosion visible from space, just a small ripple in the clouds that would vanish within a week. The solar system would continue as if we never existed, with Mars and Saturn adjusting their orbits slightly to fill the void. It's a humbling reminder that our solid ground is just a fragile marble floating in a neighborhood ruled by giants. We aren't the masters of the universe. We are just guests in Jupiter's backyard.